Hi guys, Tech James here. In this video I'm going to be unboxing the Zelda Game&Watch, and this thing basically looks like a Nintendo DS. It's obvious this is where Nintendo got the design ideas from when they were creating DS. So yeah, this thing is actually pretty cool. I've been looking at these on eBay recently as well, and the price is actually really high. I don't think there was one on there which didn't have any bids on. They seem to be around £50, the ones with bids on, and the buy it now ones, they were up to like £100 and more, and I don't think any of them were actually as good in condition as this one, complete in the box as well. So this was actually my dad's. He bought this like brand new when it first came out, back in 1989 I believe, maybe 1990, and yeah, he's pretty much had it ever since. He hasn't really used it. The games on here aren't actually very good. This is just more of a collector's item. I really like how the box looks. It just looks really kind of like vintage and cool. The box is in pretty good condition as well. If I just show you all the sides, this is what it looks like at the back. As you can see, that is why I think it looks like the DS, or at least when I got the DS design from. I will be unboxing it and show you. There you go, pocket-sized Nintendo Game&Watch, and yeah, apparently this one was made in Japan, and yeah, it's actually pretty cool. So let's just go ahead and unbox this thing right now. I do also have some batteries, because I believe it doesn't have any in there right now, so we can test it. So let's just take this thing out carefully. I don't want to drop anything. I believe there might be a leaflet in there or something. Oh, it doesn't look like it. So this is what it looks like. It probably would have had some kind of like batteries here. I'm not actually sure what would have went here. Obviously it's not there now. That is what the console looks like. Some very cool Zelda art just on it right there. Yeah, I actually really like that. And this thing is for collector's purposes. You probably wouldn't buy one to play it, to be honest. And yeah, it's just in this kind of like polystyrene thing. So let's just take it out. These are the instructions it comes with, and this is a warning leaflet. So as you can see, it does open like the DS. Game&Watch is a precision instrument. Do not attempt to take it apart. So even back in 1989, Nintendo still didn't want you to take apart and try and fix your product. But here is the instruction manual as well. As you can see, multi-screen, just like the DS. And yeah, so there you go, there's the game story if you're really interested and you want to read it. The gameplay for me isn't really interesting. I just prefer the box and the actual console itself. But yeah, so here it is. I will actually compare this to the DS. I'll go and get my DS Lite in a minute, but it has like a kind of like a notch at the front right here, just a plastic one, and you just unclip it like that and it just opens. So there you go, you see what I mean when I say it's pretty much the first ever DS they made. And yeah, there's a few buttons: attack, time, continue, game. Obviously we've got the D-pad right here, and Nintendo logo, and yeah, let me just show you like a full look of it. Got some screws on the back, battery cover right there, ribbon cable kind of like exposed. This definitely isn't like missing anything. And there's just another look at the artwork. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to put some batteries in it. I know the gameplay is pretty bad, so this cover just slides off like that. I've actually got two new sets of batteries here. These are just like car key batteries, so I believe these are going to work. So let's just take them out and give them a test. Okay, so if you buy one of these things and it doesn't have any instructions, that is the way the batteries go. So both of the minus sides down, so it was actually a good thing I checked because I didn't actually know. So if we just get both the plus sides, make sure they're up, just put them in, and then we can put the cover back on. Okay, so I'm pretty sure we can just press game. Okay, it is working. So yeah, so this is what I mean. The gameplay is really, really bad. It's pretty much like some kind of Tamagotchi thing. I don't even know what I'm supposed to do. So I'm obviously Link down here, like moving. So I'm supposed to be fighting these guys or something. This is what I mean. Obviously it's really old, so the gameplay is actually really, really bad. And I'm not even sure what I'm supposed to be doing. I have got quite a few Game&Watches. I really like them, and they're a really nice thing to add to collection. Like, they look cool, but just the gameplay on them is just so boring. Well, obviously for today's standards. But yeah, it's actually pretty cool. I'm not even sure what the top screen's doing right now. It doesn't seem to have anything on there. But as you can see, it's got kind of like that classic, like beeping sound effects. It doesn't actually have any decent like volume or music players. But yeah, this is the Zelda Game&Watch, a pretty cool device. If you want to buy one just for the collection, I'd say go for it. Try not to spend £100, that does seem quite expensive. So here is just a quick comparison compared to the original Nintendo DS, the 3DS, and then the Zelda Game&Watch. So as you can see, the Game&Watch is more like the 3DS. The D-pad is actually in the same place as it is on the 3DS, which is quite interesting, but it's a lot smaller if you compare it. It's actually a bit taller, but as you can see, if I place it on top, it's just a lot smaller at the sides. But yeah, it's definitely where they got the original DS from. I don't know if many people know this, maybe you didn't. Also with the Zelda Game&Watch, the top is heavier than the bottom for some reason, so it doesn't actually stay on its like bottom like it does with the other two DSs, which is kind of interesting. But yeah, it's quite a lot smaller. So let me just show you what it looks like at the sides, so you can kind of get like a view. So yeah, it's a bit thicker than the 3DS, just by slightly, and obviously the original Nintendo DS is still a lot thicker than the Zelda Game&Watch. So yeah, I thought this thing was quite interesting. I haven't actually looked on YouTube to see if there are any more videos on it, so I might have to do that. But yeah, that is pretty much it for this video. So if you guys enjoyed, make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one.